I'll never forget my little brother's 7th birthday, but not for the reasons you might expect. It was at a bustling arcade that hosted birthday parties for kids. I wasn't particularly fond of arcade games, so I opted to stand near the entrance, observing the colorful chaos around me. As I idly watched the children darting from game to game, a stranger approached me. "You're Alex's sibling, right?" she asked. Alex was my cousin, and I confirmed her assumption with a nod. The woman introduced herself as Aunt Martha, claiming that I might not remember her since we hadn't seen each other in years. She launched into a conversation about how much I'd grown and how school was treating me. Then came the strange part. Aunt Martha mentioned she had a surprise gift for Alex, a large remote-controlled car that needed assistance getting out of her car. She also mentioned an extra cake she had brought along, offering me the first slice if I helped her. Alarm bells started ringing in my head. Why was she asking me, a kid, to help her with something like this? And why was there a man sitting in the driver's seat of her car, engine running? Ignoring her insistence, I stayed rooted to the spot, refusing to budge. Aunt Martha's friendly demeanor quickly turned sour as she tried to coax me into joining her. Sensing danger, I yelled for my parents. Thankfully, their voices echoed through the arcade, and Aunt Martha's facade crumbled. She hurriedly retreated to her car, the man in the driver's seat peeling out of the parking lot in a hurry. Breathless, I rushed to my parents, recounting the encounter in a panic. They immediately alerted the arcade staff, who swiftly took action, ensuring all the children were safe and accounted for. The police arrived soon after, and I provided them with as much information as I could about Aunt Martha and her accomplice. Despite their promises to investigate, we never heard back from them. To this day, I still wonder how Aunt Martha knew about Alex and what her true intentions were that day. But one thing's for sure, I'll always trust my instincts, especially when they scream danger. In the quaint town of Millwood, nestled amidst dense forests and rolling hills, lay the state park, a sprawling expanse of untamed wilderness. It was within this rugged landscape that my 19th birthday took an unexpected turn, transforming a simple celebration into a chilling encounter with the unknown. Growing up in Millwood, I had always cherished the tranquil beauty of nature that surrounded us. So when my friends suggested a birthday adventure in the heart of the state park, I was intrigued. Little did I know our excursion would lead us into the depths of darkness and fear. As the sun dipped below the horizon on that midsummer evening, casting long shadows across the landscape, my friends and I set out on our journey. With Ryan's Jeep as our trusty steed and a stash of provisions in tow, we ventured into the heart of the park, seeking thrills and adventure under the cloak of night. The state park, with its labyrinthine network of trails, offered the promise of untold discoveries and hidden treasures. Guided by the dim glow of the headlights, we navigated through the winding paths, our excitement building with each passing mile. As darkness enveloped us like a shroud, the woods took on an eerie aura, alive with the whispering of leaves and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures. Yet, undeterred by the encroaching night, we pressed on, our spirits buoyed by the promise of adventure. With each twist and turn of the trail, the anticipation mounted, fueled by the heady mix of adrenaline and youthful exuberance. Carl cracked open a bottle of vodka, while Joey sparked up a joint, filling the air with the sweet scent of smoke and laughter. But amidst the revelry, a sense of unease began to gnaw at the edges of my consciousness. The woods, once a source of solace and serenity, now seemed to pulse with an unseen menace, lurking just beyond the reach of the headlights. As we delved deeper into the heart of the forest, strange noises echoed through the trees, sending shivers down our spines. Was that the rustle of leaves in the breeze, or the whisper of something more sinister? It was during one such moment of uncertainty that I felt compelled to venture into the darkness, the call of nature beckoning me beyond the safety of the car. Stepping cautiously into the shadows, I could feel the weight of the night pressing down upon me, suffocating me with its oppressive silence. And then, amidst the stillness of the night, I heard it, the unmistakable sound of footsteps echoing through the darkness like a ghostly refrain. Heart pounding, I turned to flee, the primal instinct for self-preservation overriding all rational thought. Returning to the safety of the car, I relayed my encounter to my friends, their faces pale with fear. And as we huddled together in the confines of the Jeep, surrounded by the impenetrable darkness of the forest, we realized that we were not alone. For lurking in the shadows, obscured by the cloak of night, were figures, hooded and silent, their presence a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurked within the depths of the state park. In that moment of terror, as we stared into the abyss of the unknown, we knew that our birthday adventure had taken an unexpected turn, one that would haunt us for years to come. And as we made our hasty retreat from the heart of the forest, the echoes of that fateful night reverberated through the depths of our souls, a chilling reminder of the darkness that dwells within us all. In a lavish mansion nestled by the waterfront, Dylan celebrated his 21st birthday with an extravagant party hosted by his wealthy uncle, Marcus. The sprawling estate, boasting a massive backyard and a glistening pool, seemed the perfect setting for a night of revelry. As the festivities kicked off, Dylan's friends flooded the property, bringing with them a horde of uninvited guests. The once elegant grounds soon teemed with strangers, their raucous laughter echoing through the night. Amidst the chaos, Dylan struggled to maintain order, his anxiety mounting with each passing moment. When the police arrived to shut down the unruly gathering, Dylan was left with only a handful of friends, including his intoxicated companion, Max. With the party dwindling down, Dylan ushered Max into the house, intending to spend the night under his uncle's opulent roof. But as the hours passed and Dylan battled the effects of his own excess, strange noises began to echo through the halls. Unease gnawed at Dylan's gut as he heard footsteps and murmurs from the shadows below. His attempts to reassure himself faltered when he realized Max was sound asleep on the couch, oblivious to the impending danger. Terrified, Dylan retreated to the safety of his room, dialing 911 in hushed tones. But before he could speak, a chilling knock sounded at his door, sending shivers down his spine. With the operator's instructions ringing in his ears, Dylan huddled in the darkness, waiting for the arrival of the police. When they finally breached the house, Dylan breathed a sigh of relief, grateful to be spared from the unknown threat lurking in the night, but the sense of safety was short-lived. As Dylan surveyed the aftermath of the intrusion, he realized that more than just his uncle's possessions had been stolen. A sense of security had been shattered, leaving him to grapple with the chilling realization that danger could lurk even in the most luxurious of surroundings.